speech today, I apologize for not sending it, is getting ready for spring and how to get your garden ready to go for spring. I have prepared a special outfit for this because I'm looking very springy for my garden speech, so I hope you are happy. Alright, so the purpose of my speech, I would like to give you some tips on how to get your garden ready and what you need to do to pick out your plants and all that good stuff. And I will give you expertise from my gardening experience in Arizona, mostly there, and the 1 year I've done it here in Nebraska. And I will also, I'll tell you who you can go to get your seeds or plants, what types you can expect to grow, where you can go to get these, and when you should plant them and where you should put them, and then why is it good to do all this work. So, without further ado, who do you go to? Well, the first person or people that you should go to is your family members. Go ask your grandma or your aunt or any other relatives here in Iowa or Nebraska and just see if they'll give you some of their seeds, because that's the best. You've been eating them all your life, and they're typically very strong if they keep growing them year after year. If they won't give up their seeds to you, which I've heard of people that will not give up their seeds for anything. If that doesn't work, go to Lanahaas. They are the best. I went there last year and I found tomato plants in the heirloom varieties, which is hard even in and of itself to find heirloom tomato plants. And they also had black tomato varieties, and they had like Russian and Ukrainian plants, which the Russians and Ukrainians, very, very strong plants, resistant to disease. So it was I was shocked with their selection. So I will forever go back to them. The other place too is the farmers markets. Getting it from the actual farmers around here. I found some more black varieties, the farmers markets, and some other ones that Lanahaas didn't even have. So check those out as well. So what do you want to plant? Well, you need to pick out something that you're going to eat a lot of, because you will be exploding. We had so many tomatoes last year. I literally probably threw out 30 of them because we couldn't eat them fast enough. So make sure you like to eat these vegetables, or grow vegetables for your friends or family and give them away to them. If you know how to can, that's even better, because then you can eat them into the winter. I haven't eaten a tomato in, I don't know, since October, because I can't stand the grocery store tomatoes anymore. So, and then you need to figure out how do you want to grow these. Do you want to use plants or seeds? Plants obviously are easier to grow. They don't require require less prep time than seeds do. The seeds, though, are good because there is a lot more variety of seeds than there are for plants, and you get to weed out the weak ones within those, and you actually get to see them grow, which, me personally, that's one of the things I like about gardening. I like to see something growing from nothing. So what kind of, I'm going to focus on tomatoes and herbs for the purposes of this speech, because that's what I love tomatoes. So the types of different tomatoes. They have, heirlooms are the best, and those are the ones that are all wrinkly, and the ones you pay like $5 a tomato for in your high-end grocery stores. And of those, my personal favorites are Brandywines and the Black Russians and the Crims. And there's another variety out there I forgot that I grew last year, but it was excellent as well. I think I grew a yellow tomato as well, which those ones are actually less acidic. It's better for people with, I don't know, who need less acid. And then the other ones are just the ones you buy at the grocery store. Those are hybrids. They're a mix. They're a mixed breed. Tomatoes, they're typically not as good. They on the inside it's kind of mushy, and unfortunately the grocery store ones, they actually get ripened in like a factory with gas. It's not grown out in a garden. So that's another reason why I won't eat grocery store tomatoes anymore. Do not want my tomatoes grown by gas. And tomatoes, even though they are very good and some of the varieties are very strong, they do need companions. Some of the best companion plants are basil, mint, chives. Chives are really good. Onions. And I grew dill with one of my tomato plants last year. Dill, oh my god, it's not a companion plant, but it was crazy. I had dill up into Christmas, or even no Thanksgiving. I brought my own dill to Thanksgiving. So they're also good, and they like to gossip, with the tomato plants too, because they like to brag, to say, yeah, we're doing better than the ones next door, so give them some friends. So, where do you want to plant these? Well, if you're going to do seeds, you're going to want to start them off inside. I've seen fortunate women who have whole rooms dedicated to their seedlings. Things that, dream of mine, men get their man cave. I want my gardening room. So you can get shelves and have, your whole millions of trays set up inside there. If you don't have that, what I did last year was I had a little station set up on my kitchen table with my little lamp and my seeds, and I had a little seedling tray with actual like a heating pad for seeds. Yes, they do make them, and they just grew like that. Unfortunately, my seeds didn't make it, so that's why I went back to Lanahaus and got the plants there. So if you do your seeds, you're going to start about a couple months in advance. If you go with plants, you can start them off inside. You run the risk of having to transplant them outside, which is transplanting plants. It's kind of dangerous for them, or it can kill them if they're not as strong. So otherwise, you can start them right out. You can take them right outside, and around Mother's Day, and get them in the ground, and they'll be fine as well. Throwing them inside at first, it kind of gives them a little head start. It makes them a little bit stronger, but you gotta have a green thumb to do that. So that is one. So why do you want to do this? Yeah, those are the other ones. It's all right. I wrote one of those. Okay, so why? Why do you want to do this? Well, you can get your vegetables year-round, your own vegetables that have no pesticides or all those other things that manufacturers like to do to our food. And you get bragging rights. So, hence my picture. This is one of my beautiful tomatoes from last year. I believe this was a brandy wine. Obviously, the black ones, they're not actually black, okay? They're more of a purple variety. And that's some of my basil right there. And I sent that out. My mom, of course, she's my mother, but she said I should win a prize for this. I personally think I should too. So, it's the best part. And you get to have good tomatoes, and you get to bring them into the office and say, here, have a healthy snack today. So, in conclusion, who do you go to? Grandma or Lanahaus? What do you want to grow? Try plants. They're easier. Where do you want to plant them? Probably try mountainside a little bit if you can make the transition well, or put them right in the ground when you get them. When you want to do it, a month or two in advance. And while they're growing, make sure to give them plenty of water, plenty of sunshine, and just be really nice to them. Give them some TLC. If you don't garden, or if you don't like, nothing works, go to your grandma or go to the farmer's market in July, and you'll be able to get all the good stuff that you could not grow that year. So, with that, does anyone have any questions or anything else?